Hello. This is Els coming from Beamer's Crafty Corner, and today I am here to give you the list of things that we will need to make a journal from an old book cover. Okay? So the first thing you're going to need is an old book cover. So you're going to have to get an old book and gut it. Take all the guts out. I will show you how to do this. But this book is can be no more than 9 by 6. That way, when you fold your papers, your 8.5 by 11s in half, they come out to 8.5 by 5.5. So you'll have a half an inch before it hits the edge here, and you'll have a 1/4 of an inch top and bottom here. Okay, you're going to want some chipboard. You want a piece of chipboard that you can cut to fit in here. Okay, you want a piece that's going to fit in there. So you're going to want a piece of chipboard. You're going to want a piece of paper that you can cut down to the exact same size, because you want to be able to have a template for where you're going to poke your holes. You are going to want to poke holes, so you're going to want an awl or something similar, and like an old paperback book or a piece of foam or styrofoam or something that you can poke into. You can see this one's been well poked. You're going to need a ruler. You're going to need something called Tyvex. This is a priority mailer, and it is made from something called Tyvex. Now you can get this on the roll, like a roll of Tyvex tape at your hardware store. You can get house wraps, so if you know somebody who's building a shed or something, or a house, or doing an addition, if they have any of the wrap left over, that's what Tyvex is. Those old painter suits, you know, the full body white painter suit, that's Tyvex. So, you know, there's a lot of different sources to get this from, but if somebody mails you something and it happens to come in a Tyvex package, then save the Tyvex, okay? You're going to want the paper that you're going to be using, and the number of signatures that you're planning on putting in your book. You're going to want a large piece of paper, or like I use wallpaper for this, and this is to put on the inside of my book as a new inside jacket. You're going to want some glue. I use this. This is Aleene's. It's 1 bottle of Aleene's, the 4-ounce bottle of Aleene's. It's about 2 tablespoons of clear or white glue, Elmer's glue, and then about 2 tablespoons of water, and I mix it together really well, and that is the glue that I use to bind my books. And a paintbrush for that glue. You're going to want some thread. Now this is wax thread. You can use something if you want to. You can use, there's a couple other things that you can use. One of the things that you can use is the friendship bracelet cords or embroidery floss. And what I do is I just take that and I just run it across a beeswax candle a couple of times, just to give it a little bit of a coating. Helps it slide through the book and helps it stick when you tie it. You're going to want a needle. And this doesn't have to be fancy. Like a large embroidery needle, you know, works. Like a plastic canvas needle will work. You're going to want a pair of scissors, a bone folder, a scoring tool, a pencil, a few clips. If you don't have these kinds of clips, you can use these binder clips, or large paper clips will work as well. So that's kind of the basics of what you're going to want. I'm going to go ahead and pause this video real quick, and then I'm going to show you how to gut a book so that you have an idea how to do that, and I will be right back. All right, 2 tools. 1, box cutter. Book. Your hands. Now you don't want to go so deep into here that you cut through the outside of the spine. So what I do is I break it first, and that's just basically pulling the front and back covers all the way back, and then just barely I just scratch down this piece. It may take a couple of shots to do it, and put a little tension. Okay. Now, I've got that part cracked. I'm going to go to the back. And I'm going to turn this because I like to have the cover on my left. And I'm pulling on this as I'm just scratching through the paper, just barely. I have a very tiny little bit of my blade showing here. That's it. I have gutted the inside of my book. And this is now ready to have a new book put in. Okay? That's it. That's how easy it is to do, guys. Don't go very deep on this. Don't put out an inch of this and jam it in there and rank it. You just a little teeny bit of a blade, the littlest amount you can, and just slowly take it down, okay? Now, getting the signatures apart, that's a whole nother story. We're not worried about that because we aren't going to be using these pages in this book, okay? All right, that's it. Those are the first 2 steps to prep your book and to have the tools that you need to make a journal, okay? So, I don't know, it's probably going to be like a maybe 2, maybe 3-part series. But I'm going to break this down for you, and I'm going to explain it as easily as I can. All right? So, that's the first part. I hope that it helped. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. There will be a list of all of the supplies in the description below, as well as a link to my Facebook and my email so that you can contact me if you need to, okay? All right. So, if you're new here and this is the first time you've stopped by, thank you so much. And if you've been here before, I appreciate you for coming back. Do me a favor, hit that red button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, and share me with all of your friends. And then your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. Before you know it, we have a whole crafty community. Do me a favor, guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye.